Welcome to Dromod. We have Dromod box tea over here. For any of you who like box tea, there's always a gorgeous smell of box tea in the mornings. So that's where they make the Dromod box tea in there. And this path leads down to a little pond. Here it is here, with some bog oak and the three heron statue. So let's have a look and see, can we see any fish in here? Yeah, there they are. And we have here an old water pump made of cast iron. It was erected in 1870. And it tells us there that water pumps play an important social and functional role in the 19th and 20th centuries by providing a communal water source. So this would have been a water source for the whole community. There's a lovely thatched cottage there, gorgeous thatched roof on it, and across, I'm sure some of you recognise Cox's Steakhouse there. I'm sure lots of you have been out for a lovely dinner, and we're all looking forward to that reopening again, where we can go in and enjoy a meal. Okay, we're going to head across the pedestrian crossing down to the harbour now. There's actually a lovely walkway up there as well, kind of the old coach road, and it just shows us here some of the wildlife you might see. Lots of different species of birds, wrens, bullfinch, blackbirds, magpies, and then some insects, beetles, wasps, snails, and then into some little mammals there, rabbits and hedgehogs. So here's another really nice kind of amenity in Dromod, with the tennis court, and it's in here beside Dromod Harbour. So it's really strange actually to see the harbour here with no boats in it. You know, this is June, you'd expect to see this whole area here filled with boats, tourists coming, but there's absolutely no boats, which is very strange. And over here we can see another little sign. Sometimes you see little ducks and swans, but it shows us here some animals you might see around. So swans, dragonflies, badgers, grey squirrel, red squirrel, otters, grey herons, hedgehogs, yellow flag, there's lots of that there. Cuckoo, and I heard the cuckoo here actually the other morning when I was out walking. Bluebells, rabbits, robins, frogs, magpies, curlews, grasshoppers, fox. We have a regular visitor to our garden, fox, every night, and actually he came a bit earlier last night and the girls saw him. So I'm sure you all have different wildlife that you'd see around, so I'd love you to tell me about the different wildlife that you see in and around your area. Even just looking here at this building here, you know, thinking about what it was used for. So you've got a double door here, and then you have a door up there. So what was the purpose of that? We have another little thatched cottage here. You can see actually how low the doors are in comparison to modern day doors. So if I stand up, I'm nearly actually, it's nearly up to, or I'm nearly at the same height as it. So here's a little milestone. So it dates back to 1860, the little milestone, and it was used for reference points along a road to reassure travellers that a proper path had been followed. The incised lettering in recessed face indicates the distance in miles to Carrick, so it's 11 miles to Carrick. Dromod, none, because we're there. Longford, 11. Manorhamilton, 41. And so here we are at what was Dromod Garda Station, which is now closed. And you can see in here beside it the old telephone box. They now use it as a place to store the defibrillator, but it once housed a telephone because people wouldn't have had mobile phones, so they used to go in to make a call into the telephone box. Let's have a little look. It tells us about Dromod Garda Station here. It's detached, 3-bay, 2-storey building, and it was built in 1840. It was a former RIC barracks and was used as a Garda station, and it closed in 2013. So across the way we have different kind of butterflies and different common flowers that we'll be seeing. Okay, and then this is Dromod Butterfly Garden and community allotments in here, so people can come and plant their own things in the garden. So obviously the plants that would be, the flowers that are planted here are planted to attract different butterflies. So it tells us the different plants there and the different kinds of butterflies that you'd see. And you can walk through this little archway here, little path, and through to some more bog oak and a little water feature here, complete with pretend ducks. So again, just in the middle of the village, there's a lovely little kind of a statue here. Little boy sitting there, and then there's a little train, little train tracks, and there's a big plaque here saying 1862. So let's have a look and see what that means. So it's the date plate on the Shannon Bridge, underbridge number 500. So the railway line was extended from Longford to Sligo and opened in 1862. So it just gives a little bit of history into where this came from. Okay, so are there any historical artifacts in your local area? Another little piece of history here. So we can see here Dromod fuel pump, and if we look at it there, this sale 30 shillings and 2 pence, 55.5 gallons. So obviously this is before decimalisation, and you can see, so you would have pulled up here, obviously there was a lot less cars, and you fill your car with your fuel there. So another lovely piece of history. Here we are at Dromod train station, and this is the only train station in Leitrim, and it was actually the terminus for the Cavan Leitrim Railway that closed in 1959, I think. There it is. And then over here is the old station house. That was the Cavan Leitrim Railway station house there. This here is actually the original bridge that was here from when it was the Carrick or the Cavan Leitrim Railway. But you can see here the pillars are actually on concrete blocks, and that's because the bridge was actually raised to accommodate new trains that were larger, so they had to raise the bridge, so they put the concrete blocks on them. Okay. Here we are at the local shop in Dromod, Hunt's Supermarket, and they do yummy ice creams there. And from here we go in here, and this is Bornacoola football grounds, GAA club. You can see their park, Bornacoola. That's Bornacoola Park, 1986.